Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yeah. 21.
Here's McKinnon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They run it with McKinnon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
5-4. Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. 80 high. Shot.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 1st quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Toss play to McKinnon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Hey, John. 21.
They run with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Sit. 180. Wait. Hey, Rocket. Stay there. Hey, 79! 79! 89!
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Throwing again, Rivers on second and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Sit! Delta! Check 527, check. Keep it skinny.
On third down, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And the backfield standing alone on second and goal is McKinnon.
13!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So out come the Chargers. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
4 down. Check. Behind. Kill. Hey, 79.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because They handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Hey!
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
White. Buffalo wall.
Rivers on 1st down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. DeForest Buckner in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. 380. 300. Yeah, Rocky. 12. Hey.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Buffalo wall. Keep it skinny. Set. 380. White.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Orange. 0.
From the gun, Rivers. That is caught. It's Perriman. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Rivers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
Left. 5-4. Yeah, Rocky.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
5-4. Buffalo wall. Hey, I want to go load it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Rocky.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
By 20! 21, 11, 11.
They go play action here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Goodwin. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
11.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Delta! Hey, Rocket! Ready, 80!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On play action, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, go orange. Orange. White. White.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, go orange, 5-4. White.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. Got an open man, it's Rattler. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Hey.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Load it. Load it. Hey, Delta. Hey, Delta. Let's go. Hey, Delta.
Play action now, Rivers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing again. Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey! Keep it skinny!
52's the mic, boy, 52!
Buffalo wall! Be hot!
Again, it's Rivers. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Okay.
2nd down, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. 380. Hey, left. Hey, Delta. Hey, Rocket.
From the gun, Rivers. toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Sit! Sit, 180!
48 Mike, 48 Mike.
We hot! Hey, 79! 79!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come up in an offset eye.
We hot! 5-4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set! Green 80! We hot! White! Load it! Load it! Buffalo wall. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Being chased out left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Load it! Load it!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Load it! Load it!
Six down, check 6 down.
Hey, hey, hey!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Rush, rush, rush.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 34 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Stay there! Stay there!
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
11.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, right. What the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Keep it skinny. 5-4. Buffalo wall.
Rivers now on 2nd down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
5-4. load it. Load it.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Garcon with his first grab, good enough for a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here now a spin. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Hey. White.
Now Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And oh, he coughed it up. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
White. 0. Yeah, Rocket. Left. Buffalo Wall.
Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season, once in the regular season?
This is caught inside the 15. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our